Hey guys, I think it's time for me to come clean. Now more than ever, I think it's important for information to be out there. I don't know anything exactly, but I know there's some stuff going on and people are going to need to know about it. But more than that, after everything that's happened, after everything we have been through together, I think I owe it to you guys, my viewers. You deserve the full story and to know what happened. And you deserve to know how much of it was my fault. So let's start with the last video. I'm sorry about that, it was crazy and I probably shouldn't have posted it, but by the time I realized that enough people had watched it that it wasn't worth it. And you have to realize that when I was making it, I didn't know whether I was going to die or not. Anyway, let me start at the beginning. A while back, a few months after I started this whole thing, I started to get a few of these weird comments, and then some strange messages. At first I thought they were just some weirdo online trying to troll me or something, but then they started to get more serious. The comments stayed innocent enough, but the messages got more and more specific about stuff about Lacey and about me, stuff that they shouldn't have been able to know. Some were just weird threats, and others seemed more like taunts. And then after Dark Gull showed up, they started to mention him. And I should have talked to Lacey about them, but I didn't want to. She already had enough going on in her life, and this was supposed to be my area and not interfere with anything. Plus, I just thought I could handle it. I thought I could figure it out and take care of it myself. But then came the pictures. Pictures of our apartment, pictures of me and of Lacey on our way to class. And by that point, I was almost positive that the messages were from Dark Gull or someone somehow involved with him. And then came the offer, I guess. He outlined this scenario, this crazy scenario. It sounded like something straight out of an action movie. People would get hurt or die, Lacey would be in a lot of danger. It was insane, but he made it seem so real. It was just logical. We'd been upping our security since Dark Gull. We had a system. We were always with other people or in communication with other people, and I should have figured it was some sort of trap, but I didn't want to take the chance. Basically, this terrible thing was going to happen unless I met with him and talked to him about Lacey. And it was so stupid, but I just wanted to help. I didn't want Lacey to get hurt. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Lacey's always the one off fighting crime, and I thought maybe just this once I could do something. So stupid, I know, and of course it wasn't that simple. But I went where he said. It was the roof of some building in Midtown. So dramatic. And I got there and he was there. I'd never seen him in person before, and I thought for just a second that maybe he had been telling the truth. And then I think he said something, and someone came up from behind and grabbed me, and then I woke up in that room. And that's sort of where the last video picked up. Or first there was some yelling and some pounding and trying to get out and trying to call someone and figure out a way out of this mess, and then some panicking, and then I decided it might be a good idea to start filming. There must have been some sort of cell phone jammer, but I wanted there to be some record of what happened. And you saw bits of what happened next. It was a couple days, I guess. I think after about 20 hours I passed out again, and when I woke up there were a couple bottles of water and a little packaged sandwich next to me. And that's when it really hit me all over again that I was the captive of a supervillain. Thank God I had my portable charger with me, or I wouldn't have been able to film much. I don't think they cared about my phone. I wasn't able to call anyone, and even if I could, what would I do? And so I was just there, trying not to panic, waiting for something to happen. Finally, Lacey showed up. That was right after the end of what you saw in the video. I think it was pretty soon after that something must have been disabled, and I was able to get a cell signal and the video posted. And so now I'm sure all you care about is what happened next. Lacey showed up. Dargle was there. The other people I heard must have left or gone somewhere else, but there were cameras on the walls outside of the room I was in, so they could have been watching Lacey fight. I'd never seen Lacey fight like that before. She seemed more powerful somehow. I was so scared. Dargle was also so powerful and everything was happening so fast. I wanted to help, but mostly I wanted to stay out of the way, both out of concern for my own safety and for Lacey's. They kept battling, and anytime it looked like one of them had the upper edge, the other would find a way to get it back. And then, I don't know if I snapped out of shock or if something with the adrenaline snapped, but I took my portable charging block out of my pocket. Those things are heavy, and I just looked at Lacey and I lobbed it at Dargle, and she was able to use her powers to zoom it at him so it hit hard, and he was distracted for long enough for her to really get the advantage. And a minute later, Lacey knocked him out. And then I think the police came to take him away and try to figure out what was going on. And by that point, I think I was definitely in shock. And a doctor came and checked both of us out, and then we went home. I didn't know what to say to Lacey. I still don't know what to say to Lacey. I don't know what would have happened if I hadn't been so stupid. She's definitely right to be angry. I should have talked to her. We could have figured something out together. I overheard some of the people there, and it sounded like there was something much bigger going on. Some sort of plan. And I don't know if it mattered to them what I did. But it matters for us, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lacey, and I'm sorry to all of you. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go from here. I don't know if there will be a new video next week. Maybe I'll see you soon. We'll find out together.